DW.com/Chrome OS.
Welcome, geeks and nerds, girls and boys, to a brand new edition of Geek to Me Radio. Tonight, it's a throwback. We've got, for one night only, a reunion of Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night. Bill Clevlen, Nikki, and Nick are all with me. We're going to be doing some geek-related trivia. Your chance to win some cool prizes from Kokomo Toys in Kokomo, Indiana. Stand by.
We're talking TV, comics and movies, and video games. And if you don't know Star Trek from Star Wars, we'll try to explain. There are 12 doctors for Hogwarts houses, one ring rules them all. To be the greatest Pokemon master, you must catch them all. You must catch them all. Try to catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
If you're driving around right now listening to us on the Big 550 KTRS, thank you very much for tuning in. Hello to all of my new friends who we made at Fan Expo St. Louis. If you came out to one of our panels this weekend, of the Doctor Who panel, the James Bond panel, the Book of Boba Fett panel, hello to you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you will continue to listen from here. And obviously, if you're streaming us online, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, hello there. And if you're hearing us after the fact in the podcast form on Google Play, Apple Podcast, wherever you get your podcast from, thank you for listening to us. Hopefully you have already left us a 5-star review and hit the subscribe button. If you've not, feel free to do so. That always helps us out. So something you can do to boost us in the search engine optimization, and we do appreciate that as well. So gosh, when did we start doing Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night, Bill? What year was that?
I don't know. Is your introduction over? Because that seems really long. You've been
That's what she said. Seems really long.
We've been sitting here 4 minutes waiting for that.
Terribly sorry. TCBY will still be open after this. It's fine.
No, I don't know. What did you ask me?
Well, how long ago did Bill Cleveland's Trivia Night start? Didn't you start that in like 2010?
I don't remember the year. But we did it for 5 years. I remember that. 5 glorious years here at beautiful Westport Plaza. And I'm looking out the window and thinking nothing has changed, because I remember when we would sit in the studio first on Sunday nights, and then on Saturday nights for 5, and you just would see the tumbleweeds going down the hall, because there'd be nothing going on. And I'm looking out tonight, and yes, once again, not a dang thing going on here at Westport Plaza.
I just gave you the finger for calling him a tumbleweed.
Well,
I don't think he appreciate that. Right. That's very much.
No, it's good to be back. I haven't been back since our trivia show ended, actually. So it's just
really?
the first. Yeah.
Well, you just said you were on Jennifer and Wendy, so you called in. You weren't in studio.
Called in, yeah. Called in, was a guest on that show, but yeah, it's nice to be back. Had a lot of very interesting memories from. One I was just remembering, and you guys will probably remember this too. The Rams used to have they had their training camp in St. Do you remember the Rams? They were a football team.
I vaguely remember them.
Yeah.
I've heard
and
of them,
and they were in St. Louis for a while, and then yeah. So, but they used to put the players up down the hall at the hotel over here, and so on Saturday nights you would see these they were skanks walking down the hall, all dressed up in high heels, trying to meet the football players. And so you'd see him walk down the hall to the hotel area, trying to get in and meet the football player. But they had chaperones down there who would say, "Yeah, no, it ain't happening," and they'd have to do the walk of shame back down the hallway.
I don't think it's the walk of shame if nothing happens. I want to put it out like that.
Well, they did a walk of some sort, and it was enjoyable. But yeah, no. That's all I got.
You just had a big event for your, is it your third book or second?
It is my 5th. Thanks for, look, the video guy knows. He knows. 5th travel book. Thanks for your support.
So you just had an event today, though.
I did, yeah.
Where was that?
In Chesterfield at the Drury Hotel in their ballroom down there.
Was it like a book signing?
It was. Hey, look, Nikki's here. Oh, we haven't introduced anybody else
yet.
yet.
That's fine, because I was going around the room. That's great, because obviously they heard their voices earlier. Nick wanted to know where the Rams went. So yes, if so again, longtime listeners may remember both of our phone screeners are in here. We've got Nick, the OG phone screener,
Hey,
who was
how's it
with us in
going?
the beginning.
What does that mean, OG?
Original
Oh,
gangster.
I had no
Original.
idea.
Yeah.
OG, okay.
And then we've got that's the first bit of trivia. We say who knew or who cares.
Who knew her? I
So
love
he's
that
down
part.
a point right now. If he
That's
doesn't
right.
get what OG
He's taken one
means.
loss, so we're all at 0. He's at
Remember we did the dueling fun facts. Remember that one?
That was
fun.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yes.
Nikki. That was Nikki.
Did
and
I win
got
that?
into- Oh my goodness, no! I killed you every time because you couldn't find that. It started because
Well,
Bill said,
it all started because of Don Knotts, right?
That's right. He said do some Don Knotts, and you go, who could possibly get facts about Don
well,
Knotts? I'm like,
I just said he was uninteresting. You
may
know.
he rest in peace.
Yeah,
well,
geez.
but yeah,
Barney Fife.
That's right.
but it was actually very interesting. You found a bunch of stuff. I don't know how true it was, but you.
Nothing I say is ever made up.
Okay.
I'm on the radio.
And the
FCC
real
would
reason
find
it
me.
started is because I wanted to do as little work as possible. And so you guys got to do a whole hour of fun facts.
That was fun.
It was, yeah.
And so back and to get to the origin of that was I was wondering how long ago we had been doing this Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night because my radio show started as a segment on your because
It
again
sure
you wanted to do less
did.
work and you were like James, come up with something to do for
Right,
a half
yeah.
hour.
There seems to be a theme here, me trying to always do less and less work. Yeah, that's right. You asked if you could do a segment, and I said, sure, why not? And what's interesting is I remember I was telling your video guy, is it Johnny? It's Jimmy.
Joey.
Jimmy. Oh, I was going to be my third guest. Sorry, Joey. Yeah, so I was telling him when we used to do the show here, I would sit probably where he's seated, and James would watch television the whole show. Do you guys remember that? Like he
Yes,
would, he
I
would be
do.
completely zoned
Reality
out.
TV. It
And
would
you'd be trying to have a conversation with him. You look up and he's watching the Brady Bunch or whatever it was on TV.
Yeah.
The Brady Bunch was not.
You
no.
did that every friggin' week
was
for
cheap.
5
He did,
years.
yes.
Yes, he did. Of course he did.
At
At
Yeah.
least I stayed the entire time, Nick.
Yeah.
Wow. We're going to bring that up this early with only 9 minutes into the show.
Well,
And another thing I found, I think I told you, I found some, I was cleaning out some stuff this weekend, and I found one of the I'm kind of a genius bumper stickers we used to give away. And I was thinking, in the early days, back when my heart was really in it, we,
for the first week or two.
we used to give away a big prize package of stuff. Like it was a nice for people who would win. You'd answer the trivia question, and then
We
we'd
had
keep
those candles.
we'd keep track of who would answer a question correctly, and yeah, it was
What
fun.
was the company that did like carnival stuff, snow cones and things like that? Didn't you do like a giveaway of a snow cone maker or something like that too?
I think Rio Syrup Company, which is
Yeah.
based in St. Louis, they make basically all the syrup for snow cone places all over the world. They're based in St. Louis. They gave some stuff to give away, and yeah, we had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
What do you give away on your show? Anything?
We give away last weekend. We gave away 2 free passes, 3-day passes to Fan Expo St. Louis, for example. We give away Marvel Legends figures. So I partnered with Kokomo Toys in Kokomo, Indiana. On all your travels, have you gone through Kokomo, Indiana?
The Beach Boys sang about that,
they
didn't they?
did. That was their big hit. Was about Kokomo, Indiana.
Tropical Kokomo, Indiana.
So you guys haven't been to Kokomo,
I
Indiana?
have not.
no, I
no,
cannot
I've never
say
been
so.
anywhere near
It's
Indiana.
a really nice town. If you're anywhere, I always tell people this who are listening, if you're anywhere near the vicinity of the state of Indiana, it's worth the drive to go to Kokomo, Indiana.
Where is it in relation to, say, Indianapolis?
It is, I believe, north and east. A little north, little east.
So, like, closer to Ohio.
No, closer to Michigan. So
Oh,
maybe,
so all the way up.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because we went to Holland, Michigan on a
Yeah.
vacation, and we came back down, and we're like, it's not that far out of the way to go to Kokomo, and we went there specifically to go to Kokomo Toys because it's this. Like I was just telling Outdoors Dan, this is where I want to be buried. They've got like just glass
With the toys?
cases. Well, if you like. They've got glass cases on all the walls. They've got shelves, ceiling to floor, just 80s toys, 70s toys, toys in the box, vintage toys, Hot Wheels, Funko Pops, action figures, Mego figures. It's absolutely brilliant. And if you ever get a chance to go there, it's worth going there. And then they've got a comic book store next door to them. And they've got this really great bakery right around the block that has like handmade crepes and everything like that. So if you have an afternoon and you're anywhere in the vicinity of Indiana, visit Kokomo, Indiana. So anyway, they sent me a nice box full of action figures and toys that we've been giving away for a weekly Geek prize. So I'm going to take a bunch of the stuff I've got left. We're going to do one big prize night. So if you're listening right now, As you've obviously discerned, we've got some extra hands on deck. We've got Bill Clevlen, we've got Nikki and Nick here to help you with trivia. They can be your lifelines.
Well, if that doesn't make people turn the channel, I don't know what will.
Nikki's handling all things Walking Dead trivia.
That's
Nick
right.
Hey, I might know a
Seinfeld
few things.
trivia.
I started watching that show.
You
I
did?
got you there.
Yeah.
Bill's got Star Wars covered. So
Yeah, I don't know anything about Star Wars.
But if you'd like to call in tonight, we do have open lines. It's 314-931-5877. If you were listening to Outdoors Dan last hour, you got a couple sneak peek of some of the questions I've got, so you know the difficulty. I didn't think the difficulty. Joey said they were a little harder, though, the questions I had at the time. Did you think so?
You're ruthless.
Joey thinks I'm ruthless. I have no ruth. No ruth. I'm totally ruthless. But yeah, so if you'd like to call in, we have open lines, 314-931-5877. We'll try to keep it very simple. You get a question right, your name will go in a drawing just like we used to do. And at the end of the night, we'll pick a name. Nikki will be the person who draws the name.
Yeah.
So we keep it honest because Nikki's a very honest person.
I can do that.
She was just telling us how friendly the people in the parking lots are. So everything's very, very above board.
Can't make
with
that
Nikki.
up.
No. So, but yeah, it's been kind of, so trivia, have you guys done, I know you've hosted a couple trivia events, Bill, since you've been off air.
I feel I pretty much retired from that.
I know you did a couple.
Really?
You've done
Maybe
a
a
couple.
couple? Yeah, no, I got. I don't
You've
know
been
I
busy.
couldn't remember the last time I hosted a trivia night, but what was the question? Sorry.
Oh,
Was there a question there?
I think you've only hosted a couple.
Oh,
obviously, so you
yeah.
haven't done it lately, but I know you've hosted.
Well, you know what the
hosted a
problem is?
couple.
I did them all the time because of this show, and just because whatever, I did them all the time, and it was just you can only, and if anybody who has hosted a trivia night will know, there's only so many like annoying drunk guys, arguing over answers you can take, after a while.
I apologize, and I stayed sober the rest of the
No,
night.
you were never. Remember one time we did a event and you pretended to be Bob Barker.
Yeah.
You came out, we had the giant Plinko board,
Yeah,
and
that was fun.
That was a good time.
How long was his microphone? Did you have the Bob Barker microphone that was
I
like 2
don't
feet
It was
know.
tall?
just a standard
think it
mic.
was-
It wasn't
yeah.
one of those thin pencil mics like you used to have. That's
But
That
it was
would've
a
been- that
surprise.
would've been
Nobody
epic.
knew he was coming out, and we introduced him and had the music and the Price is Right music, and out comes James, and you took, I think, some volunteers from the audience. And it was
Really?
fun.
That's awesome.
And they got to do Plink. It was like a life-size
was
Plinko
huge,
board.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was
That's
cool.
awesome.
Nice. Where was it? Where did you guys
This
have
was
it?
That was in
Kirkwood.
Kirkwood.
Okay.
At the theater.
The one,
Civic
the
Center space.
the one that I attended with you was at Kirkwood too. I
Yeah, we
think.
did
I
quite
think
a
me
few
too.
over there.
Yeah.
Didn't you also make me sing a theme song to one of the TV shows? I feel like
I
you,
don't
you
remember.
told me to sing one of the theme songs. I can't remember if it was Gilligan's Island or if it was.
It was the moonlighting.
No,
it was the
I-
moonlighting thing. song.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that
I'm not gonna touch
too
anything by
at
all
one of his trivia nights.
It seemed, yeah, you were at the same one. You did.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
you
I
were.
do.
You remember that?
I just remember one of them was everyone sang the Jeffersons theme song, everybody together.
We made everyone
that
sing.
was
That was
just
fun.
that was awesome.
We probably
That was
did like
so
a name
awesome.
that tune or something.
So we'll probably do that tonight. And we've got someone in the chat, Chance, our friend Chance in Atlanta. So let's play some trivia. So Chance, if you want to call in, Chance, on the KTRS line, 314-931-5877. What I'm going to do real quick, I think I'm going to take a commercial break so I can gear up, because what I'm going to have is some TV theme songs that we'll start to play some. And
Nice.
that will be our first segment. You have to guess the TV theme song. So if you're listening right now, kind of click that part of your brain, organize that file drawer of TV theme songs. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come right back, play some trivia on Geek to Me Radio here on the Big 550 KTRS. Please stand by.
Yo, Burgundy, chew on this.
You'll never cut the mustard, mean winner.
Food fight!
Your history, Private Pizza. Pow! And your lunch. Combat curtain. Fire!
What's going on?
Joycelyn is food again, Mom.
Food fighters, figures, and combat carton each sold separately. Toys do not walk and talk. A new racing team is shifting into gear. Mask.
Tracker seen us. Don't race off on my account, Mayhem.
Mask, Buzzard, and Goliath, each sold separately with 2 figures.
Buzzard, convert. Round, you flag cover. I'm heading upstairs, Nevada. Roger, Matt. Okay, Mayhem. This round's for you.
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon. Mask, Goliath, and Buzzard each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Evil viruses are attacking the world's computers, and the computer warriors have been generated to stop them.
a soccer trophy changes into an evil techno-tank, forcing the computer warriors down. Hiding in a Pepsi can, the computer warriors fight back and deliver a direct hit. But the viruses keep coming, so the computer warriors convert a clock into a digital laser blaster and wipe out the virus air attack.
Yeah!
Computer warriors, expect the unexpected. Each sold separately. Computer and pencil sharpener available fall 1990. Only from Mattel.
Power Lords.
Extraterrestrial warriors.
I am Lord Power, leader of the Lords. Griptog and Rhaegoth are attacking. We must help Psyduck defend Balkan Rock. Power Lords.
Griptog has 4 fists. Psyduck is finished. It's Lord Power. He zapped Griptog's head. But Arcus has Psyduck.
Power Lords. Adam Power's Psyduck, Griptog, and Arcus are each sold separately from the Power Lords collection, new from Revell.
In planet long ago, a genetic experiment fails. A civilization dies. The result, the Sectors, a strange combination of man and insect. Dargon, leader of the forces of good, and Dragonflyer battle evil Spydrax and Spiderflyer. You control every move of Dargon and Spydrax and their insectoids. This is Heroic Pinsor, another defender of good, and his attack crawler. Help him prevent the evil Skulk and his treacherous insectoid from discovering the secrets of the ancients. Secrets buried long ago when the last survivors hid them deep within the planet. Now you control the Sector's every move, and the ultimate battle for survival is in your hands. Collect the fierce armies of Dargon and Spydrax with their attack insectoids and fierce legions of warriors. Sectors by Coleco.
Legions of Power, build for battle. Legions of Power, awesome motorized machines you build for battle, each sold separately. Build for battle.
Landwalker, power on! Push on battle crawl!
Legions of Power, build for battle. Legions of Power, new from Tonka.
Calling all boys for Army gear. Weapons check. Your machete has a hidden power.
There's a troop of 6 and a lookout tower.
That canteen so much more, I hear.
There are planes and torpedoes in this Army gear. Take a look at this watch I wear. Weapons and troops are gathered there. An army in an army, all right here.
We're the volunteers for Army gear.
Join the Army gear, the Army in an Army. Open to reveal 2 worlds of battle action from Galoob.
It's the new wacky action wind-up turtle.
In tip-top shape? If not, take action and turn to Allen Roofing. Online at aroofing.net.
Hello, geeks. Yakko Warner here. The only show we listen to in the water tower is Geek to Me Radio. And that's why we're listening to it right now. Good night, everybody.
We are back. Geek to Me Radio heard here every Sunday night on the Big 550 KTRS. We just celebrated our 300th show a couple weeks ago. You can go check out online at geektomeradio.com my interview with the legendary director Martin Campbell, who directed 2 James Bond films. He did Green Lantern, Legend of Zorro. We've got a lot of great interviews spanning 300 shows from the entire realm of pop culture. So please check it out, geektomeradio.com. Have some fun. Look around there. Check out the different interviews we've had. And if you have an idea for a guest, you can send me an email, geektomeradio@gmail.com. Want to make sure we tell you about our official movie sponsor, Marcus Theaters. MarcusTheaters.com is the website. You can find the location of the Marcus Theaters or Movie Tavern location closest to you. A lot of great movies out right now. If you have not yet seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you can check that out. It's never a bad time to go see a movie. If it's a rainy day, if it's a sunny day, it's too hot out in the summer, go inside and sit in a cool movie theater. But if you're going to see a movie, see it in the best possible surroundings. And graduation season, we've got a lot of stuff going on. If you want to do a bachelor party, you can rent a private cinema at Marcus Theaters for starting at $99, and you can do add-ons like concessions and things like that to kind of personalize the experience. Pick the movie, and you and 20 of your closest friends can hang out, see a movie in your very own private cinema. We did it for Wrath of Man when the Mid-Rivers Mall cinema opened up out there. It was absolutely brilliant to hang out and just have the movie theater to ourselves. So check out the website, marcustheaters.com. Find the website at marcustheaters.com for the location closest to you. Buy your tickets right there online. And for the best movie-going experience in the galaxy, Marcus Theaters. Very proud to have them as the official movie sponsor here on Geek to Me Radio. We have a Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night reunion. We are playing trivia, and we had a caller, Chance, longtime listener, has called in, and he is going to take a stab at our TV theme song trivia. Chance, how are you? Oh, hold on. Now, Chance, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a big fan of the show.
Thanks for, we always see you in the chats, and I appreciate your watching us, tuning in, and everything like that. How's your TV theme song trivia?
It's pretty sharp.
Good. All right. Well, this shouldn't be a problem then, because I picked some easy ones.
Pretty sharp, he says.
Yeah. See, Bill's going to challenge you. He'll probably want me to find some more difficult ones, because Bill was always a taskmaster with the trivia. I'm a little more laid back. So let's see what we got here. Let's start with this one. I will play a little bit of it, and I'll pause, and then you tell me what it is. Here we go.
Three's Company.
Oh,
all right.
good.
I think he had that in like 4 notes. That was pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and give you another one, because that was obviously fairly easy. Let's do this one, see if it's a little more challenging for you.
Barney Miller.
All right. So I'm not going to push it any further. I think that was pretty. Nikki's got a fun. You didn't like Barney Miller, did you, Nikki?
I did like Barney Miller.
I hate that show. I think
Did you really hate?
They play it on.
It's a police show, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I don't.
Hates us. I've never
well,
heard anyone just
okay, maybe
come
not
out
hate.
One of the
swinging against Barney
characters
Miller.
on
Not a
there was a
fan.
really
Abe
good
Vigoda, for
dresser.
crying out loud.
Just not a fan.
How can you not like Abe Vigoda?
Not a fan.
Who's that?
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Was that the star of the show?
It's like nothing ever changed.
Supporting. He was a supporting
That
actor.
was the star
yeah.
of the show.
That's right. Yes, he
Abe
played
Vigoda.
Fish on Barney Miller.
Yeah.
Abe
And it was
Vigoda.
a spin-off, Fish.
That was just kind of like we got After MASH from MASH, and we got The Jeffersons was a spinoff of
All in the
Archie
family.
Bunker.
On the family.
yes,
Yeah.
Archie Bunker. But
Yeah.
yes, Nikki was right in there. Chance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put your name in a drawing, and you'll be notified if you win, which you might be because no one else has called in yet. So. We will get your phone number. Nikki will take your information and give you a nice recipe.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. Nikki used to answer phones. I'm just giving her trouble. But she does have some great recipes coming, so
Yeah.
keep an eye on the website for those. Chance, thanks very much. I'll put you back on hold. No, actually, I'm just going to let you go. I've got your number, so we'll let you know if you are a winner.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Good
Take care,
job.
buddy.
All right. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. There he goes.
He did a good job.
He did. He got 2 for 2 on those. That was
They were
impressive.
easy.
I
That was
didn't even hear
easy.
the
That was
second
easy
one even
stuff.
But
go.
they were
He got
easy,
him-
but he got them super fast. He got them like on the second or third note.
Okay, so we'll let the children try this. We'll let you two see if you can. Because
So I can see Barney Miller right now. So
Dang
should
it.
I kind of like move a little to the right? Or
close your eyes. We're
And
watching.
Last time I did that,
We won't talk about it. It won't happen again. The human resources took care of it. All right, so close your eyes, and let's
can't
see
see
if you can guess.
Turn it up so we can hear it.
right?
Yes, ma'am. Nikki is very, very stringent tonight. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I know this.
Oh.
This is what I was talking about earlier when
can't hear
you're in your
anything.
trivia show. This is Jeffersons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the
The
Jeffersons.
Jeffersons,
Everybody knows
easily,
this thing.
yeah.
My goodness.
Do you know
I was
who's-
trying to keep it easy.
You know the songstress, though.
The singer of the song?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
I don't.
do you?
Yeah.
Who? He doesn't know either.
I do too. Her name is Jeanette Dubois.
Dubois?
Dubois.
Dubois.
Mhm.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Mhm.
All right, here's again, I tried to purposely make these easy because Joey was giving me trouble about my questions being too hard. So
Deflecting.
Well, can we do those ones too? If
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
we can
you
take a
have those
stab at
section too?
I've got one more. We'll go do one more trivia or one more TV here. See if we can get this one. I'll try to turn it up so Nikki can hear it.
Yes.
I can't hear it either.
Really? All right, here we go. Here, we know what I'll do. I'll turn the mics off briefly so it'll go over the main speakers. Here we go.
Okay, perfect.
All right, there was some dissent in the crowd as to what theme song this was. But I think we've all confirmed that it is indeed Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore Show is the theme song.
Isn't it interesting now that most shows don't have a theme song?
It is. I did notice. What was I watching the other day? And they had like a full theme song for the intro. I was like, that's Kim's Convenience on Netflix which was originally on Canadian TV, like Schitt's Creek was. It was aired in Canada first, and then Netflix
I don't think
picked it
you
up.
can say Creek on the air.
I definitely can. I looked in the book.
Oh.
It's in one of the.
Yeah, that no, it's interesting though that most shows don't have a
90%,
yeah.
at least. Especially, you would think that they do it more now that they have streaming. Oh, we have a call coming in. Let's see.
Did Seinfeld
We're
have
just gonna take.
theme
It's
song?
probably not Seinfeld
Yeah, it's just
calling
music.
It
Just
now.
music.
All right, so we're gonna take this live on the air.
Somebody calling to complain. Probably.
KTRS, who's this?
My name's Mark. I'd like to try a shot at trivia.
Sure, Mark. Let's see. We just did our theme songs. I blew through them all. It's because Nick and Nikki were demanding questions. So I had 4 tabs pulled up. So that's right. What kind of trivia do you like? Do you like movies? Do you like TV?
TV.
TV. And what era? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s?
60s.
60s TV. Okay.
Oh man.
And again, I'm trying to make it easy because he's drilling me now. He's like looking at in my eyes, just making me feel bad. How many bullets did Barney Fife have in his gun?
1.
That is correct.
Wow.
He had 1 bullet in his gun. That is correct. Let me get your information here. I'm just going to jot down the number you called from on the caller ID. Is that the number I can call you back at?
Yes.
All right. And what's your last name, Mark?
Bush. B-U-S-C-H.
All right, and I've got that down. So what we'll do is you will go into the drawing at the end of the night. We will pull a name, and if you are the winner, I'll call you back, get your information. We'll get you that Kokomo Toys prize pack sent out to you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for listening. Have a great night.
You too.
Don't worry, Mark. It's almost over.
You're having a time
I didn't
of your
realize
life.
I thought this was a 2-hour program.
No, they've only given me
Ooh.
1 hour, and that was under great duress.
Yeah.
They actually don't even know I'm here. They think we're playing the best of right now at this stage. So they don't.
This is an old Bill Clevlen trivia
Yeah,
night,
right.
right? Nice.
Rerun.
They think we're off air right now. The automation had kicked in. They're like, "What is this?" So hopefully no one's listening. So why was that funny? Because I only had 4 theme songs pulled up. Is that why you were? Because I gave you guys the chance to win, or not win, but listen to those and pick them.
No, I didn't think anything was funny.
You guys laughed when I said I blew through them all already.
Oh yeah, your terminology is
Oh,
kinda
well,
made me
yeah.
laugh a little.
Get myself a tape recorder and just listen to myself play it back.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just ask us trivia questions?
Okay.
Because we drove in at $4.29 a gallon to get up here, so I think we should get the answer.
Fair point.
Right?
Fun fact. What does OPEC stand for? Who can answer that?
Oh God.
Bill knows.
Or is it Organization Petroleum Exporting Countries? I have no idea. Is that close?
That is correct. Wow, look at that, right out of the gate.
Thank you.
So put your phone down now,
Do
Bill.
you need my number?
Yeah. Well, I've got your
Put me
number.
in the-
I've got your number. Trust me.
Do you know what zip code stands for?
Zone information processing.
No. Anybody else?
Zero identity personification.
Zoning.
Oh, I remember you used to do that all the time. Just start.
Zoning
throwing out
Improvement
stupid stuff.
Plan. Zip.
Zoning improvement plan? I don't think it's worked.
No. I don't think so either.
They're meaningless zip codes.
That's right.
God.
So, Nikki, do you have any trivia questions you'd like to ask us?
No.
All right.
Because you wouldn't know the answers.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I know singers from TV shows, and you guys would know. Hair toss. Wow. Nikki is a little harsh with this. Nick, do you have any?
I do not. I didn't know we'd have to be prepared for this.
Well, you didn't have to, but now Bill's bored, so I'm trying to entertain him. So.
I've been bored for 25 years.
How about see? It's a lot of the geek stuff I know some of you guys won't know.
You know, that is interesting. So, and congratulations to you because you found this niche. I used to say niche, but niche.
It's
right?
niche.
I know it is. I like to be a little different than everybody else. But you found this niche but there are people that really, 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 really like the comic books and the whatever the other stuff you do.
Movies and TV.
But I see your postings online, and I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I see the stuff, and I go, I have no idea who these people are.
I never did.
I
A little
don't.
bit.
I don't know
Sometimes,
any.
but
I don't know
some I
any of the
do.
shows or the things, and I'm just so far removed from all of that. But you found there's a sizable, obviously, audience for those things, and you found them. So I know it sounds like kind of a backwards compliment. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But it is a compliment
I'll
because
take it then
I
nonetheless.
don't know any of that stuff.
Me either.
I'm the guy. I went with. Here's a fun fact. I went with James to the very first Comic Con thing
right.
that they had here in St. Louis. Remember that?
Wizard
Remember?
World,
and we went
2013.
to that, And so James and I are walking around, and I say, "Oh, look, it's." But I say, "Oh, it's C-3PO."
C-3PO,
and it was not. It was the other one.
R2-D2 rolls by. I'm like, oh.
So
Did you dress up?
What's that?
Did you dress up at all?
Did I?
Yes,
Please,
he did.
Did I dress up?
As what?
He dressed up as Negan from The Walking Dead.
He did not.
He just had a baseball bat with a razor wire and said, if you don't get me out of here, I'm going to hit you with this. That's all
I
I
can
But
see
I
that.
do watch that. Well, I haven't seen the last probably 6 or 8 episodes, but that The Walking Dead, because these two every weekend would come in and be like, "Oh, did you see The Walking Dead?" Back and forth, and I say, "Well, this sounds horrible," you know. And then finally, after like 4 years of you guys saying you need to watch The Walking Dead, I started watching, and it was pretty good. After about, I think it took me like 3 episodes to get into it, and yeah.
So what we'll do now for the next caller who calls in, if you're a little nervous, don't know what kind of thing you're going to get, because we've kind of hopped around the board. The next question will be a Walking Dead trivia question, and it will be easy. So if you have not called in yet tonight, 314-931-5877. We'll do a quick Walking Dead trivia for the next person who calls in. Nikki used to be my Walking Dead buddy because we'd talk about it all the time. And you even texted me before, like after you stopped working here and after the show had quit, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, did you see the finale?"
Yeah.
So are you still current?
I am not. I don't watch a lot of TV.
When did you stop Walking Dead? When did you quit that show?
Oh my gosh. I
was the last
stopped
thing you remember?
watching when
Wait, can I guess?
What?
Did you stop watching after that guy beat the hell out of the other guy with the baseball bat in the head? A lot of people stopped
Negan
watching.
showed up and
Oh, no. I continued
You
to
know what I'm
watch.
talking about, though?
Mm-hmm. That was Negan, right?
But who did he kill?
he killed not Abe. He killed it was Abe. He killed Abraham
Who was the
and
other
Glenn.
one?
He killed Glenn.
That's right.
And Abraham though.
That is when I think I lost interest. Is when Glenn
I think
died.
a lot of people
Which time?
did that. Yeah.
Because
Well,
Glenn, we thought we lost Glenn to those zombies on the dumpster.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you know I've been to that dumpster now?
Have you?
It's in Stockbridge, Georgia. I was just there in February. We were going through, and the lady's like, "Oh, The Walking Dead was filmed here." I'm like, "Oh, no kidding."
Really?
So we went around the thing. They had this little, people take pictures there or whatever, and they described that it was where Glenn was hiding underneath the dumpster.
Yeah, I remember.
There you
I
go.
remember that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Chance just called back here in the chats here, and he said that he was shot by. Well, I can't say who we were shot by because that was going to be the answer to my trivia question, Chance. So I can't. But he was shot by a Walking Dead character, so he was obviously an extra, and he said he worked on that show as one of the core walkers in the very beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
Chance?
Wow.
Chance did.
That's
called
neat,
in
Chance.
our first caller. Yeah,
Oh,
very
nice,
cool.
nice.
Very cool. I did not know that, Chance. So that is very cool. I've always wanted to be an extra on a TV show, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer would have been great.
Buffy of all the show, of all the ones that
If you could get me that vampire makeup, that would be awesome. To get that, I think that was a great show. I just interviewed a guy named Evan Ross Katz who wrote a huge book all about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and what its impact on pop culture was. And then the whole Joss Whedon thing came out, and he had to go, "I can't release this because it'll look like I'm capitalizing on what happened with Joss Whedon." And then he had to go back and interview everybody else again and get new information to put in the book. But it was a very interesting chat. So that's going to be coming up soon if you're listening to Geek to Me Radio. We should probably take a break because we've been sitting here chatting, and we need to take a break here so I can come back and do another live read. Again, we've got trivia tonight, 314-931-5877. The next person who calls in is going to get a Walking Dead trivia, and it will be ridiculously simple. So give us a call on the main line there, and we will get you in for the reunion of Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night here on Geek to Me Radio on the Big 550 KTRS. Please stand by.
A hidden storage hatch.
Ready for takeoff. Jump to light speed. We're gone. On to the Death Star.
Millennium Falcon from Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
Here's the Star Wars X-Wing Fighter and the Star Wars TIE Fighter. Spaceships and Luke Skywalker sold separately. Batteries not included.
I'll get you this time, Luke. Reactivate X-Wings.
Both with flashing lights and sound.
Hey, there go the solar panels. And Darth Vader got away. Force is with me. Luke Skywalker wins again.
Kenner's Star Wars X-Wing Fighter, TIE Fighter, and action figures all sold separately.
Clover's still on our plans. He's escaping in the Viper glider. Joe, catch him.
The G.I. Joe Falcon glider, flying high in the sky, sailing through the air. He's America's fighter. G.I. Joe can fly. He's a real American hero. flying high in the sky. He's chasing Cobra in a desperate race, soaring and diving in a great sky chase.
G.I. Joe Falcon Glider and Cobra Viper Glider sold separately. Figures included from Hasbro. Rebo's got the beat, and the band plays on. You can relive it all with Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection. Introducing Size Noodles and the Rebo Band. Jabba the Hutt action playset sold separately.
Play it again, Si. Starring Size Noodles. Droopy McCool on clarinet, Max Rebo on organ. Ribbit Rebo. Dance, Droopy. It's your last solo, Snoodles. Whoa.
New Size Noodles and the Rebo Band. Jabba the Hutt action playset sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection.
Here comes Point Dread and the Talon Fighter, including adventure book and story record with sound effects. Action figures sold separately.
Let's hear He-Man and Skeletor on the Point Dread story.
I, Skeletor, will finally defeat He-Man.
I'll use the Talon Fighter to stop Skeletor.
In a flash, He-Man's hurled through space and time.
Surrender to the power of Point Red's Talon Fighter.
You win, He-Man, but I'll be back.
Point Dread and the Talon Fighter with record and storybook. You have to put it together.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. You're listening to Geek to Me Radio.
We're back. Geek to Me Radio. I'm your host, James Enstall, the voice of Kevin Conroy, Batman, bringing us back. If you're looking for a place to get your Batman comics, place you want to go is Bugs Comics and Games in O'Fallon, right off of Bryan Road. You can get to it from 70, or you can get to it from Highway, I guess that's 64, the Page Extension, whatever they want to call it now. You can get to it through that way as well. You can also get to it through the website, bugscomicsandgames.com. You can give them a Facebook like on their Facebook page, Bugs Comics and Games on Facebook as well. You can join their Avengers Club. Bill Clevlen was mentioned earlier, the price of gas. If you're looking to save money anywhere you can, save money on your hobby, join the Avengers Club. You start getting a discount on your new issues, your back issues, your toys, your games, your supplies. And that's a great way to save some money while still enjoying your favorite hobby. He's got a great selection of back issues, and every time I'm out there, I see something new. It's always changing because he buys collections. So if you're looking to sell a collection, you might want to talk to Larry or Tim out there at Bugs, and they can take good care of you out there as well. If you're looking to get into the hobby, if you don't know where to start, Larry is a font of information and can help you there. If you're a longtime collector wanting to see what's new, he's got a great selection of brand new books on the shelf as well. It's great for me because he used to have a shop on West Florissant when I was in high school. Before I ever had my driver's license, I'd get my bike and I'd ride all the way up to West Florissant to his shop, and it's kind of cool. Here we are 30 years later. I'm still going to Bugs Comics to get my books. It's fun. So check them out. You'll have a great time. Very knowledgeable, very friendly staff, and fun for all ages. Free Comic Books Day was bonkers out there. They had everyone out there. It was great. It's a very convenient location, and he just got his brand new sign up. 6 months since he opened. Brand new sign on the front of the building. Looks great. Bugs Comics and Games. Again, give the Facebook page a like, and make sure you check out the website, bugscomicsandgames.com. Very proud to have them as our official comic book sponsor here on Geek to Me Radio. We were talking Walking Dead right there before we came back, and no one's called in, so I'm going to, it's an easy trivia question. I'm going to toss it out to Nikki.
Sonoya, Georgia, by the way. That's the town. I just remember.
No, it's incorrect. The answer is no.
Yeah. Oh, no,
he's
sorry.
preemptively. I thought you were doing a Johnny Carson thing.
Yeah, Karnak?
Yes.
Sonoya, Georgia. That's where they filmed most of The Walking Dead.
That's correct. That is correct.
Back to you, James.
I'll say who knew.
Yeah.
Nikki, the trivia question. One of the characters that we've got on the show had a brother who ended up had his hand cut off by Rick, and then he went on to come back in the third season, ended up being killed. What was that character's name?
He had his hand cut off?
And he was a brother. He was a brother to a current character on the show.
Was it Daryl's
You want to know
brother?
his real name or fake name?
His name in the show, but if you know the actor's name, I will accept that.
So that was Daryl's brother, right?
Yes. What's Daryl's name? Daryl's brother's name?
I think it was Bob.
It was not.
Bob Dixon.
What's Daryl's last name in
Dixon.
the show? Dixon.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you were making a joke. You're right.
No.
Dixon, yeah.
His brother's name was Bo.
No. You're thinking of Days of Our Lives. Roman's brother's name was Bo.
What did it start with a letter? What letter?
Started with an M as in Mike. You know the actor's name, though, right? Because the actor's name does also start with an M.
No. I don't think I'd seen that brother in
Maury.
anything before.
Corey?
No, I said Maury.
Oh, Maury. No, Merle.
Oh,
Merle, it
that's
sure
right.
was.
Yes, it was.
I'll say
couldn't
Merle.
stand his
I'll say
character.
Merle. Is that right?
Yeah.
Merle's correct. Yes, and the actor who played him was Michael Rooker.
Oh.
Michael Rooker, who also plays Yondu in the Guardians of the
Rooker, I
Galaxies.
just met her.
There you go.
You
Thank
know how
you.
annoying that is? All
I
those
love
years
it.
we had to put up.
You're singing my
put up with that.
You're singing my song now, buddy. Michael Rooker played Yondu in the Guardians of the Galaxy series. He's the one with the blue skin and the
See,
red.
I've never watched Garden of the Galaxy series.
No, me neither. Don't feel bad.
Nick, you're up on the Marvel movies, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So they can leave and we can.
Okay,
do the rest
but
of the
now,
Nikki and I will go in the parking lot.
Well, it sounds like that's the place to be,
no, wait.
especially on a cold day.
Now, here's a series that I recently watched. Was that Fantastic Beasts? Did you guys watch that?
Yes, absolutely.
Oof.
Have you ever watched that?
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest one, but the second one was not good. The first one was
Give the
first
third
one
one a
was very
chance.
good.
First
Give
one's
the
solid.
third one a chance.
All right.
It's good.
The second one was okay. The third one is really
Yes.
good.
Plus,
It
you got
is.
Ezra Miller out there choking people in Hawaii and punching people in the face for karaoke songs. I'm not sure how long this franchise has going on for it. We'll see how it goes. Have you heard all that?
Yeah.
Keep up with the news?
No.
You know, Ezra
Really?
Miller, who plays the guy, I can't think of the character's name, but he also plays the Flash in the DC Universe films.
No.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
he's been in trouble. He's been in the news lately for allegedly punching people in the face during karaoke songs. He didn't like what they're singing. And he's choking people out. And
I think I
it's,
punched
crazy.
you once during karaoke.
Just once, but yeah, you didn't like the song I was singing.
I
You didn't like
didn't.
my song
I
choice.
said no more Copacabana.
Remember we did karaoke coming
We
back.
did
So you hear my
Yes.
liners bringing you back from commercial break. We'd played music and Nikki and I sang. Bill tried to do a song. He did not like it. He did one song and then
Yeah,
he
I
was
was
like, "No,
not
I'm
a
having
fan.
none." I think it was good because you did the country.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Good
Nikki and I sang Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
You know,
Did
I
we?
actually found. I'll have to send you guys. I found some audio from one of those. Well, a handful of those shows I had saved, and to be honest, it actually held up after all this time. Still pretty good. Well, I mean, to us, I don't know if anybody listening would think it was good. But
Well, people listen to this show, so they probably the bar
no,
is set pretty
clearly
low.
no one is listening to this show. But
So
that's
what's the
okay.
deal with the trivia? Normally you say trivia and giving away stuff, and the phones light up.
There's a Cardinal game, so maybe
That
people
is
are
true.
close.
That is that often happens with when we're up against sports stuff. We filmed a promo for Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night. You and me and Nikki filmed it down there in the other studio too.
Oh, that's
Do
right.
you remember? Do you still have video of that?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I deleted
I remember that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was pretty fun.
those were good times. But 5 years was probably enough.
Yeah.
Every Saturday night coming in and
For 3 hours too.
was it 3? It
We
was
had 9
3
till
hours.
midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Questions? We don't have any more trivia.
Oh yeah. If you got, Nikki's here to play.
The
Nikki,
only
Nikki.
reason she
Enough of this
came in.
enough of this
Right.
conversation.
I mean,
Let's
I'm
do some
just.
trivia.
fun.
No. I was just.
Okay, so some of the ones I asked for the Outdoors Dan show because he wanted some questions.
Mhm.
What did I ask him? I'm trying to think because I left all my trivia questions at home because I came right from Fan Expo. I ran in the door to grab my laptop and my questions were in my other bag. So they're all sitting home. So I'm trying to go back and memorize these from. Let's see. Let me think of one of the questions I had. Oh, what was Fred Flintstone's boss's name?
Mr. Slate.
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
right
known
at the
that.
same time. I don't know which one of you got that first.
I did.
So then sticking with
I'll allow it.
George Slate, he had a first name too. I did not know that. So Joey
Wow.
even said, "Wow, that's a deep cut. I didn't know. Good for Joey." So Joey actually beats
Who was
you guys.
who was George Jetson's boss?
Mr. Spacely.
Mr. Spacely. And who is Mr. Spacely's rival?
Cogswell.
Mr. Cogswell. That's correct.
Wow.
Cogswell Cogs.
That's too much.
Getting in the
TV.
weeds there. I didn't know that one.
So these were some of the trivia. And see, I'm worried because I know if I start doing comic book trivia, Nick might get some, but Bill and Nikki will be
That's
lost.
okay. I'm used to being lost listening to this show.
All right, good enough. One of the questions I asked Outdoors Dan was the comic book superhero from DC Comics, The Flash. There have been a couple people who have been The Flash. Name one of his secret identities. So Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Name one of the secret identities for one of the Flashes.
Well, Barry Allen.
Barry Allen is the Silver Age Flash.
I was going to say that. I'm sorry.
So who is the Golden Age Flash then, Bill?
You know, that one I don't know. I did the other one.
Nikki, any guesses? Are you drawing a blank?
I'm drawing a blank.
Say, that's on my bingo card. I knew we were getting Nikki to say that at least once. I'm drawing a blank. Bill was going to at some point say, well, this is ridiculous. That's what the other thing was on my
Yeah, that's
bingo
what we
card.
should. That's what you should do one night. Is play bingo. Could you do that on the radio?
We could actually.
Why
yes.
couldn't you do bingo?
I will. It's on the honor system because
People
I
still
can't
like
see
it.
anybody's card.
It's amazing how many people still play bingo.
Those my mom
Maybe
and
not in our
grandma
age
used to
group,
play that.
but
yeah,
but
it's
people
big.
still
Bingo's
play bingo.
big.
Yeah.
It's gambling, so everyone likes gambling. My phone's on. Do you guys have any questions you'd like to ask us? You guys know random trivia. You guys did this show with us for 5 years.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Do you have any travel
I know
trivia
Bill
you'd like to give
has
us?
some travel trivia.
Yeah, come on, man.
You must do
You should
those when
this.
you do your book
You should
events.
do
I
this.
think.
You got to have a lot of trivia questions.
You know
ready.
what's so funny? I saved all of those trivia questions from over there. I had a like a box, a little thing, and every at the end of each show or whatever, I just go and I throw them in. And I just recently got rid of
Thanks for bringing them in.
all of them.
We
And
could
I
use
had,
them.
I had stacks
Really?
and stacks of trivia questions, and I just recently put them in the recycle bin.
Ah.
I wish I had brought my new book in. I have music trivia in that one. It's
Oh,
called
okay.
The Ultimate American Music Bucket List. And so I have it's music sites from all over the country. So basically every mural, every statue, every grave site, every recording studio,
Wow.
everything all over the country. Yeah, historical places, childhood homes of musicians. That's what the new book is, and I have trivia questions in there. And by God, I don't know. I don't remember any of them off the top of my head.
Here's a music trivia question that I've got right off the top of my head. Then we know the Beatles, the 4 members of the Beatles, right? Who was the original member of the Beatles who took off after 6 months? They replaced him. Who was that member? What was his name?
Oh, so the guy who Ringo would have replaced him. I can't remember his name.
No, I used to know this answer.
Joey, do you know?
How do you know?
Well, he was the best drummer they ever had.
That is correct.
Yes, Mr. Peter Best.
Pete Best.
Oh, yeah.
Joey.
There's a great
comes on the board.
there's a great interview with Paul McCartney, and they were talking about just the history of the Beatles, and somebody asked about Ringo and being a great drummer, and Paul McCartney said, well, he's not even the best drummer of the 4 of us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
because I get the yes.
And the Beatles, he's not even the best drummer.
We got my friend Lewis from Comic Book Nostalgia has entered the chats, and he knew that the Golden Age Flash, his secret identity was Jay Garrick. So, Lewis, thanks very much for listening tonight. And Chance also comes in with Pete Best. So our online listeners are a little more savvy, I guess. That's fine. Nikki, do you have any recipes you'd like to give out during a quick, as we take a quick commercial break?
Take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back, and I'll dish out some stuff.
Okay, the inside joke is Nikki used to give recipes as a call. We'd be like, why are you still on the phone with people on the back when she'd answer
She
the
was
phone?
chatty. She was a chatty one.
Come to find out she's giving out
No,
recipes.
they
but-
were the chatty ones.
Oh, sure. It's always their fault.
Blame the listeners.
Yep,
there you
the
go.
listeners.
Unbelievable.
I did
So
too.
we're going to
All
take a
of
quick
them.
break. We'll come right back, do some more trivia as we wrap things up here on Geek to Me Radio. Please stand by.
Now with Steel will they face Evil Monster and Sky Shadow. Attack! Stronghold! Landon! Power Wings! Out! Stop! I've got Steelheart and Razor! No way! I'll still win! Never!
Steel Will with Stronghold, Monstar with Sky Shadow, and other figures with Weapon Bird sold separately. Silverhawks, new from Kenner.
Only one man is tough enough to stop the evil outlaw Tex-Hex. He's Brave Star. Neutral laser and laser fire figures sold separately.
You're a buster, Tex-Hex. My laser fire backpack makes me unstoppable. Your history, Brave Star. Never. Think you're tough enough for my neutral laser cannon? Watch this. Ah! What happened? Laser fire.
Neutral laser, laser fire, Brave Star, and Tex-Hex. Each sold separately, batteries not included. You from Mattel.
He-Man in a time warp.
Where am I?
Ancient pre-Eternia, lost land of the dinosaurs. Thunderous Tyrannosaurus Rex battles mighty Bionatops, ferocious dinosaurs.
Take this, He-Man.
How can He-Man survive? New from the Masters of the Universe, figures Bionatops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Turbo Gatto each sold separately. Can He-Man escape the past and them?
You can make the good guys better. Iron Force, roll 'em. You can make the bad guys badder.
Roll him into battle.
We're warriors. Quick change and fight your machine.
All vehicles in the Wheel Warriors collection are sold separately. Some parts not for use with some toys. New from Mattel. Watch out, Beast Walker is coming. Can Trailblazer stop him? The ultimate battle coming soon. Enter the world of Voltron, where thrilling adventures let you soar beyond the limits of your imagination. Where the valiant Voltron force merges together in their robonic lions to challenge the might of...
Hi, this is Michelle Nichols, and you're listening to Geek to Me Radio.
We are back. I mean to tell you about our premier sponsor, the people without whom this show would not be possible, and that, of course, is the City of St. Charles, the Greater St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you are looking for someplace to go, someplace to hang out, you want someplace new to try for a restaurant, City of St. Charles has all these boxes ticked for you. You might be listening to this and you might not be in the Greater St. Louis, St. Charles area. You might be listening to us wherever you might be. If you're looking for someplace to go on vacation this summer, City of St. Charles has a lot of great places to stay, a lot of great things to do no matter what kind of recreation you're wanting. They've got the casinos, they've got the water sports, they've got outdoor activities, a lot of cool things to do. And of course, if you're in the Greater St. Louis, St. Charles area, maybe you're looking for a new restaurant to try, or maybe you're looking for a gift for somebody for a graduation or a wedding present, you want something unique. The shops on St. Charles, the restaurants in St. Charles all have just what you are looking for. And it's always made up of all these small businesses, and it's so important to go support small businesses, especially with everything going on right now. You can plan your trip at the website, discoverstcharles.com. That's discoverstcharles.com. For all of the things you might want to do if you want to get out this summer, bike ride the Katy Trail, go play in Frontier Park. With the weather being really nice this week, this would be a great chance to get out and explore. Explore starting on the website, discoverstcharles.com. That's discoverstcharles.com. As we always say, it's an historically good time. We have a Bill Clevlen's Trivia Night reunion. We've been doing trivia haphazardly throughout the night.
I just thought of something. Do you remember, now this would have been Nick. Nick was here, and this would have been on, I don't know what day it was, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter. And we had former Miss USA, Shandy Fennessy.
Shandy
in
Fennessy
here.
came in, that's right.
And, well, I still talk to. We occasionally will
Nice.
chat. She lives in actually not too far from my brother lives in Nashville. But she was in, your producer almost said a bad word on the air, I think.
Oh, he would
and
never.
it reminded me of when she was in here. and the 5 years that we did the show, nobody ever, I don't believe, really ever cussed on the air or accent. But she got so excited about an answer, and I can't remember what.
I gave her the wrong
I
answer.
don't remember what the word was.
No, I don't remember either, but I remember
it's the only time in the history of the show we ever had to bleep anybody on the air. And yeah, that was a good time.
It'd be good to get that, find that audio.
Yeah.
Because I tried to give her the answer, and evidently I had the answer wrong. I thought I had the right answer, and she thought, oh, I got it right because James gave me the answer.
She was
so
spicy.
She called me an a-hole.
Oh,
on the
did
air.
she?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I didn't disagree with her, but you can't. We couldn't say it on the
You
air.
can't disagree with the guest. I took the hit for you. Joey evidently has a trivia question. I'm guessing you're on mic 4. Let me see if this one will work. I've not used this one for a while. Joey, you have a trivia question for us or for the listeners?
For everyone who's a fan of Bill Clevlen, I would like them to join in on this question.
Well, all
So,
4 of you listening.
I see all the hands raised. Has anyone gone to his website?
I have
BillOnTheRoad.com.
He has a website?
It's been a while, but I've been to his website, yeah.
Beautiful. My favorite tab, BillOnTheRoad.com/store.
Okay.
Amazing, amazing website.
Yeah, I might have to hire this guy.
Now, we've all heard of the new book, The Ultimate American Music Bucket List, right?
Yes.
This is Bill's new book, where he visits different places in America, right, about musicians and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the film Walk the Line?
I have seen Walk.
What is the plot of Walk the Line? Who is that about?
Johnny Cash and June Carter.
Give him a prize.
All right. Well, I can't. Again, he's associated.
All right,
That
well-
was the question.
The question is, who won the Oscar that
Joaquin
year?
Phoenix.
Anyone
And
else?
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. Reese
So
won
the
it.
guy who answered wrong first, he's automatically out. And then we have a two-way tie over here.
All right, Reese
And I
Witherspoon.
said it first.
You said that about the Jeffersons one,
Yeah.
too.
When
feel
we
it
have the
was-
tie, she tied first. I remember that explicitly.
But so far,
yes.
she's the one who's offered us something that none of us knew because none of us knew the singer of the Jeffersons theme song.
That was really good.
So
I looked
I
it
was
up
impressed.
just to make sure, and she was right.
She's right. Oh, look at that. How did you know that?
I just know things.
Well, Do you drink and you know things?
No,
Cersei
that's
from
me.
Game of Thrones?
That's me.
You
People-
drink and she knows things.
Right.
So it's like a
What a
Cersei
team.
combined Wonder Twins thing.
It's not weird that you kind of look like her. Like in 20 years, you kind of have the same sort of vibe.
Oh,
I looked
really?
her, yeah.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
So
You
I think that's
look,
why you might
think
know.
they look alike? Is that what you said?
If you look up the singer of the Jeffersons, yeah,
and he
they-
would say that.
She's a beautiful woman who's a few years older than you, 30 years, but she looks a little like you, and that's why I think you know that answer.
Maybe it is her and she's just Benjamin Buttoned herself.
Ooh, back in time.
Maybe that's it.
So yeah, everyone remembers, get the Ultimate American Music Bucket List book from
On
BillOnTheRoad.com/store. Yeah.
And of course, obviously, these are available in bookstores too, because I always say if you can't support your local bookstore, so they're available in bookstores as well.
Oh, I don't like bookstores.
All right, so just online.
No,
then
I'm
go-
kidding. I don't know what. It's in some music stores.
Okay, and yeah, obviously, if you can avoid going to the Amazon,
Boy, yeah, I don't like
go to
the
Bill's
Amazon.
website directly.
Yeah.
If
the
you
Amazon.
want to get the book, but his 5th book, that's impressive. I'm still working on my
and
first.
Yeah, I almost failed high school. I mean, surely I barely graduated high school, and I've written 5 books.
And Nick has a book coming out too. Nick, do you want to tell everyone the title?
I have a book.
Nick will say who knew.
That was good.
Well, it was a pamphlet, right? Wasn't it? Something about STDs that they put out all the doctors' offices.
Oh,
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to get. It's all about networking, and
That's true.
and whatever you can do to get the most sales.
And Nikki has a recipe book coming out soon.
Absolutely.
And this is we're quickly wrapping up here, so I don't have much time left.
We should do this again in 10 years.
We could do that, yes. And so what is that? It'll be put us at 2032.
Yeah, they won't even use radio then.
And Nikki will be looking like she's 15 because we've just established she's going backwards in time.
And make it
working
your
back.
beeswax to be on time, everyone. Please.
Yeah,
Everybody was on time
We
today.
were.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
I thought we were.
Yeah, what
I
are we
was
talking about?
I'm surprised you guys. I wasn't sure if you guys would show because would forget things, and Nikki hasn't been here for a while, or she gets distracted
Well,
in the parking
when
lot.
she did work here, she was never on time. Why would she? Why would she be on time when she isn't working
This is.
here?
I forgot about that. That is true.
Every
Nikki
time we
would-
went on air, I was here.
Yes.
No,
after
you were
the
in the
5 minutes of
hallway
news and the 4
walking
minutes of
around the
sports.
corner.
That's true. You were in the building. We could see you from the. Oh, there she is. Well, here we go. We're out of the news. But that's actually going to do it.
Breaking news: the singer of the Jeffersons is dead. She died recently. Chance has updated us. Janet Dubois.
Oh no!
She's moving on up like the
She
heavens
has moved
moving on
She
up.
did. Yeah, she's moving all the way up
See what I did there?
to the sky.
To the north side.
Yeah, to the sky. Bill, Nikki, and Nick, this has been great. I appreciate your coming all the way out to the Gold Tower Westport Plaza. Thank you to our people who participated. We're going to draw a name here very soon, and we will notify you if you'd won. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Geek to Me Radio. Give the Facebook page a like and subscribe to us on YouTube. If that's where you're watching us, hit the subscribe button, youtube.com/Geek to Me Radio, and give us a follow on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Geek to Me Radio. Until next week, my friends.
Game of Thrones references, that's our show. This is Geek to Me Radio. That's our show. This is Geek to Me Radio.
Thank you, Genoa, Georgia. Good night.
News now from the winner of the Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence, ABC News on KTRS St. Louis.